Now for another controversial topic, ghostly graffiti from the Queen's House in Cambridgeshire, England. Now here's just one photograph of this particular room in that house that has graffiti on every wall and the ceiling. All the graffiti comes supposedly from ghostly entities. Now in the 1970s, one young man named Matthew Manning lived there for quite some time, and he said that he was affected by a poltergeist. That is, he could telekinetically move objects in the room. And he also said that he was, when he went into a trance, taken over by ghosts and automatically signed some of these signatures. And we've covered automatic writing before, where some sort of spiritual presence will take over control of a person and cause them to write or paint in a different script. But it turns out that not all of the signatures on the walls were from this one fellow. Possibly some were from ghostly enemies directly themselves. Now I want to point out that there were over 600 signatures, and one famous one, this one right here, was an entire letter. It was drafted by, supposedly, a man named Stafford Cripps, who happened to be the Chancellor of the Exchequer for England after World War II, who died tragically in 1952. And let me just read what this says, this message supposedly from beyond the grave. I died in Switzerland on April 21st, 1952. I am now restless. My body is at Sapperton. Where is Fife Hoyle? In the storm and uncertainty and fear that today permeate the world, set yourselves to become part of the hand of God, which stretches out to bring peace and patience and high standards of truth and justice to all people. Bless my body and allow Mass. Here is Charles' father now. I must go. Signed, Stafford Cripps. Turns out his father's name was Charles. Now, Vernon Harrison, a well-known British psychic, photographed every single signature and tried to trace them back to find out if they were legitimate and if he could find sample copies of the living person, the actual person's signature. And he verified many of them. So, at least to that extent, all of that ghostly graffiti appears to be legitimate. And it is conceivable that the dead indeed, in some cases, they reach from beyond the grave to make contact with us. But I'll let you make the call on this one. It's pretty controversial. You decide. Is this fact or fantasy?